Hey Libra, how's it going? It's Ant from CancerMoonsTarot, and welcome into your November weekly tarot reading for the week of the 20th through the 26th. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Do want to mention before we get started, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description box below if you're interested. But nonetheless, Team Libra, let's see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff coming on into your week. So, what's going on here for Libras? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac coming on into the week here of the 20th through the 26th. What do we got showing up here for you? Let's go ahead here, Libra, and begin. Starting out with the overall energy for you, we have here the 10 of Pentacles. Now, 10 of Pentacles showing up for you. You could be connecting here with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Looking at the current energy, we have here the 2 of Swords, what you're dealing with. We have the Tower. Taking a look here at the current outcome, we do have here the 8 of Wands coming into play as well. So, having a look at this energy so far, 10 of Pentacles coming out for you. Definitely feels to me like you're starting off this week feeling very, very comfortable in a situation. Now, 10 of Pentacles is nice because it can represent financial comfort, financial stability. It also could represent, though, that you feel like you're in a really good place with a relationship in your life. And I'm not talking about just strictly romantic. This can be platonic. So you could be in a good place with somebody and feel super secure with this person. Now, looking at the current energy for you, you do have here a 2 of Swords. So 2 of Swords showing up for you is interesting because it goes from starting out to feeling really kind of comfortable and secure to suddenly, I don't know, with that 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is very much so an I don't know type of energy, so it's like, what happened? You know, what changed? What's different? There is something different here. Looking at what you're dealing with being the Tower, here we go. Here comes a moment of worry, and I think that this worry with the 2 of Wands, this I don't know kind of energy, transpires into something so much more. So I'm definitely feeling a vibe here where something seems to start off very small, but then scales rather gradually, and it seems pretty unexpected here coming on into your week. Now, looking at the current outcome here being the 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands here does represent that energies are moving, things are going forward, but I feel like it was a bit of a shock at just how fast things started to transpire and change. Okay, little confusion so far, so we're going to get some clarity here to get a little bit of a better answer, but let's get into it. So let's talk about this Tower moment. What is the Tower representing here so far coming into the week for Libra? Let's get down to the bottom of it. Let's get the answers. We have here the 8 of Swords. We have here the 10 of Wands. All right, you're questioning your position here. You're questioning, should I be as comfortable as I am? That's where I think the difference is. So you start out with the 10 of Pence. I'm comfortable, I'm stable, I'm abundant. Then something ends up unfolding that leads you to wonder, should I be as comfortable as I am? You start getting worried. Now you're not so sure if you are so comfortable. Clarify the 8 of Wands. Where are things headed with the 8 of Wands? Because things are definitely moving in a different direction. We have here the Devil showing up, and we have here the 10 of Cups showing up as well. So Devil card here can be a card that can represent feeling stuck. It could represent toxicity. 10 of Cups is a card, though, that represents emotional fulfillment, usually the highest form of emotional fulfillment at that. So I'm getting a lot of counter energy showing up here. Like a lot of it feels like it is high and low, high and low. It's like you go from feeling comfortable to not comfortable to happy, not happy. I think that you are really starting to question your circumstances jumping into the week here of the 20th. If this is about a relationship, you might see something happen, maybe an action your person takes, maybe a situation that arises, and it makes you question, should I feel as comfortable in this relationship as I originally did? Because now a questioning behavior has come up. Same with work. You know, maybe everything was going fantastic and great, but then your boss might have said something to you that made you feel really uncomfortable, and now you're wondering, am I doing as good as I thought? Am I about to get fired? What is happening? So I think that a lot of doubt kind of tends to manifest this week. And ultimately here, what went from a very enjoyable experience, I feel, suddenly has turned into feeling stuck, not knowing if you should enjoy what's in front of you or if you should doubt it and second guess it. So is this going to be a good thing, or is there bad stuff happening? That's where you're at, and that's where the confusion lies. Now let's get to the bottom of it so that I can give you guys a clarified answer. Are things taking a turn for the better here for Libra this week, or more so, is something shifting in more of a negative direction? Or is Libra in their head, you know? Let's take a look. What do we got? We got here the Moon. We have here the Knight of Wands. We have here the 8 of Cups. I think what could be happening here right now, guys, is that you can be kind of in a temporarily emotional place. We did just have a moon show up in Scorpio. So with that being said here for you, that is a very powerful kind of energy. Of course, with Scorpio season as well, it's a very powerful and transformative time. You know, what I would almost say is I think that a lot of emotions came up, and the emotions that are coming up here, more likely than not, could be feelings of abandonment, or it could be the feeling of having something that you identified as good being taken away from you. And I think that that's what's being triggered here this week. I don't think that it's actually that the good stuff you have is actually being taken away from you. But if you've had a history or a past before where you feel like you have lost all the good things in your life, maybe it's allowed you to develop a belief that good things never stay, they always walk away, 8 of Cups. That triggering energy seems to be manifesting here coming into this week. Now I feel like I've cracked the code. I was like, hey guys, do you want to give me a direct answer already? Because this energy is going everywhere. But now I feel like I have that direct answer. Yeah. It feels to me like if this is, and keep in mind, excuse me, if this portion isn't resonating with you at all, it's not your story. But what I'm picking up on here for Libras are Libras that have had a past where you've seen things, people, situations you love, you know, end up walking away, end up phasing out of your life. And I think that it might have happened maybe on a certain level of frequency that's brought you to believe that the good things in my life never stay. I always lose the good things. Anytime I have stability, inevitably it's taken away from me. So you could have built a mentality where you believed that everything good eventually gets taken away from you. And rolling into the week here of the 20th, there comes that doubt again creeping in. It's not that the tower is an actual tower coming here to take away the good stuff, but the tower here is more so the realization that your foundation needs to change. You know, what is your core foundation right now if you have a built belief that everything good gets taken away from you? By being in that belief, you're never going to be able to relax. You're never going to be able to enjoy and to sit in and to soak up all the energy of the good stuff that's in your life. You're always going to be on edge. So if anything, I think what's happening very special, by the way, this week, is that the tower here is to bring awareness to the fact that your foundation needs to change. We can't be built on the belief anymore that we don't deserve good things, or that I always get screwed over, or that nothing ever stays because I'm not good enough, or that for some reason I can't hold on to good things in life because I just genuinely believe that I always lose the good stuff. You know, we can't hold on to that kind of foundation, right? We got to break that foundation, be away with it, be done, take this tower, throw it somewhere else, and we got to allow ourselves to bring forth a brand new tower. Fuck building a new tower. Let's build a 5-star hotel. So let's build a new foundation. I think that that's the most important part here so far, Libra, coming on in to your week. Now, that was a lot of clarification, but glad the message came through. Moving on forward, let's see what's going to be showing up here in your challenge position for this week. So what's going to be showing up here in Libra's challenge position coming into the week here? And we have here an Ace of Wands showing up for you. I think what's challenging is adopting a new kind of foundation. It's hard to break old beliefs. Old habits die hard. So do old beliefs. When we're trying to shift into a new belief, it can be very difficult to adopt to that and to adapt to that in general in your life. And I can see the difficulty here. So the difficulty here is the new foundation. Can I believe that I deserve the best? Can I believe that the good things are going to stay? Can I believe that, you know, I am meant to have the good stability, the love, and the abundance in my life? Like, can I adopt to that mentality? And surely you can. It just takes practice. It just takes reiteration. It just takes reinforcement, right? But at this moment in time, I think you're still in a place of a lot of self-doubt, and that would be the one thing that we can majorly work through here at this time. So if there's anything to work through this week, it would be allowing yourself to become aware every time you're bringing in doubt that the good situations in your life aren't going to work out. The moment you start doubting these good situations, become aware of it and change your story. Instead of telling yourself, oh man, this isn't going to work out. Actually, it is going to work out because I deserve beautiful things in my life. I deserve happiness. I deserve abundance. I am abundant. Change your story every time you become aware of yourself bringing in this doubt. The more you bring forth that positive reinforcement, the more you're going to start to hardwire it into your brain, and the more you're going to allow yourself to shift your belief, okay? But either way, let's take a look here further, Libra. Let's see what you can expect throughout the rest here of the week. What can Libras expect throughout the rest of the week of the 20th? First card out is going to be the Knight of Swords. Next card out here is going to be the King of Wands. We also have here the Seven of Wands. We have here the Death card, and we have here the Six of Wands coming out to play as well. In terms of what you can expect, Knight of Swords here to the King of Wands. I think that you are going to start keeping yourself more focused on what you have. So this could be the energy of practicing gratitude, the energy of shifting your focus to just only trying to focus on the good stuff. You know, Seven of Wands showing up here, you're trying to be as, you're trying to block out basically any sort of negativity or doubt as much as possible. But I think that in order for everything to change, you have to first change what's going on within. We can take as much action as we want, right, guys, to say that we're not going to feed into the belief that we're not good enough, or we can take as much action as we want to remove doubts from our lives. But until we remove the doubt from within and we change the doubt into belief, that's where we're going to find ourselves in a pretty big repetitive cycle. So I think that with the Death here to the Six of Wands, it's like this week, you feel pretty good. Maybe you're telling yourself affirmations, you're staying on top of yourself. You know, anytime you have a negative thought, you're pushing that negative thought away. What I would rather see you guys do, which I think would be more beneficial, is instead of pushing those negative thoughts away, become aware of them. Become aware of the fact that they don't serve you. Become aware of the fact that they're not true. Stop feeding your belief into these negative thoughts. And then once again, as we become aware, we reinforce a new story with positivity. So positive reinforcement is going to be a major practice all throughout this week. And of course, guys, if you continue to stick with that, you can shift any belief that you want to in your entire life, because everything starts from the core foundation of what it is we believe in. So I want to mention that for you. I see you guys taking action this week to push away doubts and push away negativity. But until we really resolve it from within, it's going to be a perpetual cycle. Okay? So that is one thing that I do want to note. What else is coming up here? What else can Libras expect throughout the week here of the 20th? We have the Star. Love that. We also have here the Hermit card showing up as well. I think first and foremost, the Hermit card here is the wisest card in the tarot. Typically, the Hermit is supposed to represent Merlin, right? So this is the energy here of a lot of wisdom. And I also feel with the Star showing up, this is the energy here of alignment, getting to where you want to go, getting to your dream space. It also is a card here that tries to tell you, don't doubt where you're at because you're on the right path, Libra. So you have good things in your life, right? 10 of Pentacles, that became apparent, you know, the moment we first pulled the card. And you are looking at a really wonderful week ahead, I believe. But I think that what is going to help erase the doubt here as well is by becoming aware that where you are, you're exactly where you need to be. You're not on the wrong path. You're not on a random path. You are always where you need to be. And I feel like you're only going to keep on aligning to exactly where you need to be in your life. So with the Hermit card showing up over here, it almost feels like one of the wise things that are going to be relayed to you here, whether it's from Spirit, the universe, me, etc. This is going to be about recognizing I am where I need to be. I have what I have for a reason. You know, if you're in a relationship that you're super happy with, you have this amazing person in your life because they're supposed to be in your life, X, Y, Z. It's like you are on the right path, so don't doubt your path, okay? That's another thing that I want to mention, but I also feel like that's another thing you can start to realize this week, and I think you're going to start to see that energy become very prominent. Now, lastly, let's get one more thing, one more message. Is there anything else Libras here can expect? Coming into the week here of the 20th, we also have here the Four of Cups. We have here the Three of Cups. Ignoring a situation here with the Four of Cups, Three of Cups represents joy. I think that one thing you might be doing, though, Libra, that you might want to watch out for, and this is not going to resonate to all of you, but this is going to resonate to the Libras who are still really focused on the doubt. You might have recognized that I've been hurt so many times before. Sometimes it's easier to push away the good stuff before inevitably it hurts me and it leaves. So I mentioned that showing up in some of your past and how it's playing out in today, you know, in the present. And I think that if you are pushing away something before it has the ability to hurt you, you're going to be missing out on so much joy and so much fulfillment. So some of you might tap into this energy where you have this thought cross your mind. You know what? I have a great job, but I feel like I'm about to get fired. And I don't know if that's the case, but because I feel this way, maybe I should just quit. You know, I'm really in my head right now. I'm really stressed. If I quit, then I don't have to deal with the pain of being fired, you know? I love my person, I love my romantic partner, but I'm really scared that my romantic partner is wanting to break up with me. I can just feel it coming. Maybe I should break up with them first. Let me push them away first before they push me away. If this kind of thought crosses your mind, ignore it completely. You can become aware of it, but don't give into it is what I'm trying to say. Remember, this thought is not a thought that serves you. This thought is not something you have to believe in. So become aware of it, release it, keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Because if you get into this energy and you really go deep inside your head, it's going to be really something hard to pull out of, okay? So you want to really avoid this as much as possible, all right? All right, guys. This was a pretty big, major, packed main situation. So we're going to get on into the rest of the read here, but this is the main scenario that I'm seeing pan out here for the week. Moving on forward, though, Libra, let's get on into the rest of it. We're going to have a look here at your career, your love life, your personal life. So let's have a look and see what's up over there. Now, coming on into career for Libra, what do we got showing up here this week? Any important messages regarding career for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout this week. First card out is going to be the Queen of Swords. Next card out is going to be the Six of Pents. Lastly, we have here the Sun card. Ooh, I like it. Direct communication. It definitely feels to me working like a team, a lot of team effort, being incredibly balanced. Sun card here, happiness, good environment. It feels to me like work here is looking quite lovely this week, especially if you work with a team. This is the energy of a team meshing very well, being very direct and clear in terms of the lines of communication, Six of Pentacles, everybody being on the same page, getting the same amount of work done, really putting together everyone's heads, getting things done is what I'm hearing for you. So when it does come to career this week, Libra, I definitely feel nothing more but good vibes here with the Six of Pents, paired with that Sun card showing up here for you as well. So for those of you that work with a team, you are on the right page with them. You're on the same page with them. Maybe for some of those of you that work solo, maybe you have your own business or something of that nature, this could be about feeling like everything's working out for you, everything's meshing very well. There's a lot of direct energy showing up here in your career as well, and what I like a lot about this direct energy is that it gives you a clear sense of the future. So some of you even could be seeing your future to your own financial stability through the current career you have, whether that be your own business, whether you are working for somebody else at this time, you are starting to see a very clear path of financial stability and comfort showing up here at this time too. So I like that a lot. I think your career this week is going to reveal to you that I can see myself having a future in what I do. I can see this future being bright and happy, and I can see this future here bringing in financial stability overall. So with all those things across the board, it is very, very positive here for the Libra peeps. Now, this may not apply to all of you, but take this portion if this portion resonates. But yeah, I like that. I think that there's going to be something really special this week that kind of directly shows you I have a future here in what I do, and it is going to be something that's going to be good for me financially, and I'm going to be okay, and I'm happy with this, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of keep it up, right? If we're talking about just general work, maybe it's not about the future of your work. This could be representing that this week's a good week. Everything really flows is what I'm hearing for you. So there's not much to look at in terms of any bad things or negative things showing up. Everything here feels very chill, very comfortable, okay? All right, I like that so far. Hopping on into love, though. Let's have a look here at the single Libras. Coming on into the week here of the 20th. What do we got going on for single Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout the week here of the 20th. We got here the Chariot. We also have here the World card. And lastly, we have here the Two of Wands coming on out here for single Libras. Now, you could be dealing with a Cancer. You might also be connecting here with an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. Take that if it applies, of course. But I get the sense here that if you are a single Libra, you definitely have your choices and options open. But I feel like you are looking for something that's endgame. So you are looking for a romantic partner, and it does feel to me like you're looking for something committed. So you're not about options right now or really wanting to date around. You're looking for one person to settle down with and commit to. What are going to be some of the energies moving towards single Libras this week when it comes to love? We have a Ten of Swords showing up here. We also have here a Wheel of Fortune. There can be some sort of ending happening here for the Libras that are single. If you were connecting with somebody and they weren't on the same page with you in terms of what it is you've wanted, your values, your beliefs, beliefs. I think that you're going to notice a shift here. This could be about you consciously choosing to not move forward with somebody. Maybe you're looking for a romantic relationship, a commitment, but maybe somebody else here was looking for just having fun. They might be around for a good time and not a long time, but you're looking for a long time and a good time, Libra. And I see here for you, you're not going to involve yourself with somebody if you feel like time's going to be wasted, or if it's not going to get towards a common denominator or a common goal, which that goal would be commitment, right? So you are looking for a person to be with and have that partnership. And I think that if somebody here wasn't able to deliver that to you or wasn't on the same vibe as you, you're not sitting around here wasting your time. So I do see single Libras here this week possibly shutting down a connection with somebody because they weren't looking for that ultimate goal of getting into a relationship and seeing where things can go and really working well together. This was somebody who more than likely was fucking around a little bit, and they didn't have that same kind of mentality you did, you know? So you don't want your time here wasted, and I definitely don't blame you, you know? Moving on forward here, let's hop into the couple Libras and see what's up. What do we got going on here for Libra couples? Coming into the week here of the 20th, what'll be happening here between you and your person? First card is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. Next card here is going to be the Seven of Swords. We also have here the Seven of Cups. And lastly, we have here the Empress card showing up as well. This is the energy where love can be very, very hurtful and painful because sometimes we say the darnest things to those we love the most. And I think that that might be a scenario popping up here this week between you and your person. It could be about you possibly saying something hurtful, Libra. It could be your person saying something hurtful to you, because with the Seven of Swords showing up here, I feel like this is the energy of high tide emotions getting the best of somebody, but it doesn't feel like it's genuine. Someone here, whether it's you or them, I think that it's a very emotional time when you really love somebody and a lot of emotions are involved. You know, when you're angry, when you're upset, you can be really intense, right? Anyone can be really intense. And it's not always, you know, the truth that's coming out. Sometimes it's what we call word vomit coming out. And I feel like that might be a scenario showing up here. And with the Seven of Cups, it's like, wow, that was kind of shocking. And it might leave you confused and it might leave you wondering where the two of you stand if there's some sort of argument or some moment of time where it turns into a pretty intense fight or a pretty intense moment of conflict. But it is going to be something both of you are going to grow from. I think you're going to realize that the emotions are high tide in this connection. We love each other so deeply. We care so deeply. So when we fight, we also may fight so deeply. And it doesn't take away from the fact that we love each other. And even though we might have got a little extreme, we apologize for this, but let's move forward. Let's grow. You know, people that may fight with one another, if you care about each other, you will still fight for each other. And I think that that's kind of the main factor showing up here. So if you happen to get into some sort of, you know, kerfuffle with your romantic partner, and not to say that I want this to happen to any Libras who are watching. If it happens, I apologize, but it is going to be something you're going to work through. So like I'm trying to basically give you the point that if it happens and ends up happening, it's not going to be a scenario that results in a breakup or results in the two of you saying, I hate you, I never want to see you again. You know, it's like, okay, we love hard, we fight hard, but let's also fight for each other just as hard and let's make it through. You know, love is going to be something that always has to be worked at. But if you care about your person, you're still going to put in your 100%. They're going to put in their 100%. And you guys are going to get it going. Okay, you guys are going to do what you can to resolve your situation. So that can happen potentially here for Libra couples. But you'll be turning things around. And I think it'll be a massive growing moment that shows that both of you aren't giving up on one another. You know, you're both here to stay, no matter how rough or how intense things might get sometimes, you know? Absolutely. All right, let's hop on in now forward, Libra, into what's going on with you personally. So let's take a look what's going to be happening here for Libra peeps on a little bit more of a personal level in November 2023. First card out is going to be the Nine of Swords. Next card here is going to be the Three of Pentacles. And then taking a look here at the last card for you, the Page of Cups, coming on out here too. So taking a look at what's going on with you personally, there is a lot of work happening here. And pretty much what I mentioned, because often this part relates to the main situation, there's going to be a lot of internalized work happening because you have to change a foundation here with the Tower. And I see that going on. Nine of Swords, if I'm unhappy with the way that I've been perceiving things, if I'm unhappy with how I've been feeling and the things that I've been believing and the doubt that's been manifesting, I have to be willing to make a change. So there's going to be a lot of internalized work happening here in the week of the 20th, but the more you're going within and the more that you're changing your solid core foundation and the more you're removing doubts and blockages and you're reinforcing positive beliefs, the better the alternative is going to be, the better the outer world is going to be. You know, I often tend to tell people, and this is one of the most powerful things I can tell anybody, when you change your internal world, your external has no choice but to change as well. When you change how you view yourself, the external has no choice but to change how they view you. When you love yourself, you shall manifest love externally. So everything starts with the internal. And the more that you can allow yourself to change things and cast out the negative beliefs, but put the reinforced positive beliefs from within over here, you're going to see that reflect in your external realm. So I love that a lot for you, Libra. And I think you're going to see massive changes happening here with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups here represents that situations are going to start moving in a positive direction. So looking at what you're dealing with personally, a lot of inner work, a lot of self-work, but in the end, as you start to change from within, you will see it on the outside. And you'll see sparkles of that. I say sparkles because maybe you're not going to see the full picture in just a week. Things definitely do take time, but you're going to see a little bit of that really starting to manifest here and kick up in your week of the 20th, okay? All right, guys, hopping on into the last part here, your overall outcome. Let's see what's up here, Libras. What's going to be the overall outcome here for the week here of the 20th through the 26th of November? What do we got here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? And what do we have? We have here the Hangman. One of my favorite cards in the tarot, because the Hangman typically is represented as, I feel stuck, I feel trapped, I can't get out. You know, we see this man who's kind of caught up in a tree. But the beautiful thing about the Hangman is that it's not just a card that represents that you're stuck. It's actually a card that represents having an epiphany as to why you were stuck and how you can get yourself down and how you can get yourself out. And Libras, that's exactly what's happening here for you this week. You were stuck in a cycle, a perpetuating cycle, a repetitive cycle, where every time I felt like I had something good in my life, poof, it always leaves me. It always leaves me. Why does everybody always leave Sid the Sloth? Okay. Shout out Ice Age. But it's that type of energy, right? And overall for you, you now have come to the conclusion as to why you felt that way. You saw the foundation you had previously built after what you've went through in your past. Now you get to re-identify your foundation into something positive. You get to change your story. And overall, you're no longer feeling stuck anymore. You've set yourself free. Okay, so I love it so much here, guys. I think you had an awesome reading here, Libra, and I think you're going to be looking towards a pretty fantastic week here, especially in regards to all these massive realizations, all right? All right, though, Libra, you've had a long reading. I'm sure y'all had enough of me, but thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching your read. If you enjoyed, drop a like. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family, okay? If you want a personal reading, first link in the description below. Be happy to book you there. Libra, have a good one. Do enjoy your week, and I will see you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.